Welcome back to my sessions. If you remember, this is the fifth session that I am having with you regarding the first one was introduction to the study of English at the degree level. The second one was, if you remember, special introduction to this common course A01, right? And the third one was, in the introduction I told you about the skills of the language, 3 requirements to be effective communicators, and in the third session I was trying to concentrate on the problem of English as an unphonetic language, different from Malayalam, our mother tongue, which is a phonetic language. And I explained to you what exactly do we mean by this unphonetic nature of the language. And to solve the problem, the next session I told you, to solve this problem we have developed a set of symbols known as phonemic symbols, 44 of them, which are divided into 2 categories, 20 vowel sounds, that is 20 symbols representing vowel sounds, and 24 consonants. And in the subsequent session I explained to you this pure vowels, 12 of them, if you remember them, 12 pure vowels. And later I also explained to you what are the 8 diphthongs. Diphthongs, as the word suggests, it's a combination of 2 vowel sounds, and they are also called vowel glides. You know, gliding, smooth movement is called gliding. So 2 pure vowels coming together smoothly is called diphthong or vowel glide. Say for example, A plus E becoming I. See, smoothly they combine together to form a diphthong. That is about diphthongs. And in this session I am going to deal with the 24 consonant sounds and the symbols for that. Yeah, you have to be little attentive so that you get, by and large all of them are easy, but there are a few problems which are because of our mother tongue influence, Malayalam influence. So I'll just explain those, and then those difficult consonants, and we'll quickly go through the others. The first one is the consonant sound per sound, which you have in pad, paper, pen. Per sound. That per sound is represented by a small letter P like this. Pen. Per sound. No problem with the per sound. Second one is the bur sound, represented by a B like this. That is B-U-N. Bun. Bur sound. Third one is slightly difficult because, quickly I'll explain. In Malayalam we have pata and pata, ta and ta. But in English we have only the t sound. T. It is 10, 20, tight, ta, t sound. But in Malayalam we have the ta sound also, pata. But English doesn't have ta sound, it's only t sound. Perhaps because the reason for this is that actually ta is a difficult sound, because you know what happens when you produce the sound ta is in the mouth, the tip of your, suppose your tongue is like this, the tip of the tongue should be bent and then touch the upper palate to produce the sound ta. But to produce a sound t, it is more easy. The tip of the tongue just touches the upper palate. T. But the other one is ta. So ta is more difficult. That's why in English, for Englishmen, t, they are easy. They are satisfied with the t sound. T sound represented by a small letter. I told you these should be written exactly in the same way. So t represented by a word like 10. And then we have the d sound. D also we have the problem in Malayalam, because Malayalam we have da also. Da, vada, poda. But English we don't have this da. We have only d sound. D, donkey, done, driver, d sound. And that d sound is represented by a small letter d like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth one is the k sound. Now you remember the problem we had in cat and kite, the k sound. But the k sound is represented by the letter, a small letter k. Now, for d we say dust. And for the k sound we will have the sound, the word king, king. Sixth one, g sound, which you have in gun, garage, goal. G sound represented by a small letter g. Seventh one is the sound you have in a word like church, 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 or chin, chin, ch sound. We'll take it up little later. Chin. Next one, seventh and eighth also, we will keep it for a later occasion, 7 and 8. 9, number 9 is a sound we have in a word like fan, fan, phone, 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 and that first sound is represented by just an F like this, fan. Number 10 is the V sound which you have in van, V-A-N, van. vegetables, vegetables. The problem with the V sound is that because of our mother tongue influence, we don't differentiate between the sound produced by the sound produced when we use the alphabet W and when we use the V sound. Actually, V, which you have in van and vegetable, is a labiodental sound. Labiodental means when you produce the sound V, the upper set of teeth should touch the lower lip. Van, vegetable. You understand? So it is the V sound represented by a small letter V, van. Number 11 is The sound which you have in words like son, sun, sir sound. Lost, lost, sir sound. Centre, center, sir sound. Spelling is C, but the sound is sir, and that sound is represented by a small letter S. Sun. Next one is, you see, in a word like then, THEN, then. A word like THINK, think. One is harder, the, and the other is softer, the. And the in English. The is represented by strong one. Strong one is represented by, the sound is represented by perhaps a symbol which you are familiar with. It is like this. Think, the sound, theta. Same one. Number 13 is a softer version of that. The, which you have in THEN, then. THAT, that. And it is represented by a symbol like this. A symbol like this. That. Next one is the sound you have in zoo. ZOO, zoo. ZEBRA, zebra. Z sound. But because of Malayalam, influence of Malayalam, we don't make much difference between sir and z. Actually, the Z, the sound, the sound which is produced with the letter Z, actually it has a reverberating sound. Z. Whereas the other one is s. The other one is zoo, zebra, zero, sound, and that is represented by that is represented by a small z. Zoo. Number 15 is the sound sh sound, which you have in, of course, I think I told you, SHOE is shoe, SUGAR is sugar. In both these words we have the sound sh, symbol sha. Sha is represented by a symbol like this. Sugar. Number 16 is, in English we have a stronger version of sha, that is ja, which you have in words like measure, treasure, ja, a stronger version of sha, and that is represented by a symbol like this. Ja, measure. Number 17 is the sound you have in words like HOT, hot, HEAD, head, ha. Her sound represented by a small h, HEN, hen. Next consonant is the sound you have in MAN, man, MUD, mud, M sound, which is represented by a small m. Next one is the sound represented by the sound which you have in words like NAT, nat, or KNEE, knee. The sound is n sound, n, which you have in words like ton, 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 n, funny, funny, napkin, napkin, n sound, which is represented by a small letter n, napkin. Number 20 is the sound which you have at the end of words like sing, ng, king, ng sound, sing, ng sound, represented by a symbol like this. Please pay attention to the symbol, that is ng. This symbol represents ng sound. 21 is the sound you have in the words like letter, 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 long, long, leg, leg. The l sound represented by a long line like this, long, long. 22 is actually the sound produced when we use the letter. Many a time R is silent in many words, but when it is sounded, it is a sound in between. For you to understand better, we have Ra in Malayalam, Param. We have Ra in Malayalam, Para. Actually, the sound produced by this particular letter is in between these two. Ra, run, rat, rabbit, R sound, and that is the R sound is represented by a small R, rat, rat. It is not a rat, not rat, but in between Ra and Ra, Ja, run, run. Next one is number 23 is the sound you have in words like yes, yes, yet, yet, the yellow, yellow. The sound is y sound, and it is represented by a very peculiar symbol. It is like this. It may look like a J, but it is a symbol for the sound y, and example is yes, yes. And the last consonant is the sound produced by this particular letter, and this is the 24. It is the sound which you have in words like water, when, where. Now, because of the influence of Malayalam, we say what, where, when. No, it is actually a rounded lip consonant. Your lips should get a rounded shape when you pronounce that. When, why, what, water. You understand? It is a rounded lip consonant, and it is represented by a small w. Water. So we have finished with the consonants, and I am sure you will be able to remember the symbols as well as the sounds those symbols represent, or the symbols representing particular sounds. To be good at pronouncing, to learn pronunciation better, it is necessary that you learn these 44 symbols and the sounds represented by them, so that you will be very good in pronouncing correctly in any conversation or on any occasion that you face whenever you need to speak English. Again, we learn pronunciation not to speak like Englishmen, but when we speak English, the native speaker should be able to understand us. That's the reason during your first semester, a particular module is prescribed in order to familiarize you with pronunciation, basic principles of pronunciation, by which you will be better communicators, because accuracy is one of the requirements to be an effective communicator. And if you learn pronunciation, you will be more accurate in your speaking of English, which in turn will make you better communicators. Thank you for listening to me. Till we meet next time, keep well.